Hello, my name is Nick Brown, and I will be discussing whether or not it is a good idea to give children homework in middle school and high school, and even elementary school. There's big debate on whether or not it's overloading kids and whether or not it's necessary for them to learn in an impactful environment. There's been much research in recent years about whether or not homework for children is beneficial to their learning environment. Can you imagine growing up and coming home knowing that you didn't have any homework? Do you know how much that would change your whole outlook on life and growing up? I know that for me, juggling sports and homework and schoolwork and all other extracurricular activities was very difficult in my adolescent years. Educators have a big responsibility making sure that children have the best learning environment possible. And if it's making it easier for them by not giving homework, then maybe that's something that we should look into. The three main points that I will be going over are pressure, time management, and busy work. So with pressure, providing an appropriate and timely feedback that sometimes students don't get because it takes teachers that are teaching a lot of children a long time to get the feedback that the whole reason that they got it in the first place. Students need to know what was correct and what needs to be changed. They need this information sooner rather than later. When this is not done, children can feel out of place or stressed or out from feeling left behind. When a lot of work is thrown at you all at once, you can feel overwhelmed and not good about the work that you're putting in. And also, when assigning homework that includes very few concepts, so students can learn them on a deeper level so that they can feel more confident about the topic that they are studying. When you have 5 or 6 topics that you need to study at home on top of school, it can feel very overwhelming. But when you only have 1 or 2, it actually opens up a lot of time for you to study that specific topic, and you can feel more confident about it. Now that we've looked at the pressure aspect of it, let's look at the time management aspect of homework. Learning time management and when to do your homework and deciding how much time you need helps children gain a level of responsibility and self-governing. When you are able to complete your homework because you gave yourself enough time, it also gives you a sense of self-worth. It teaches you a sense of discipline, a sense of ownership, saying that you knew what you did was correct and you also had the right amount of time to do it. Slowing down and paying attention to what you are doing will often limit the number of mistakes that you make. That's not just in schoolwork, that's also in life. When you slow down and take time to think about what you are doing and how you are doing it, most times you will not come off course or end up wrong. When it comes to the busy work aspect of it, since we've looked at the time management, we need to look at how homework is undue work given to children to add to the social constructs of school. You're just adding more pressure on top of the pressure that they already have of growing up and living a normal life. Many children have lives of social and community engagements that children will have to struggle on top of homework, whether it's sports, music, art, anything extracurricular on top of school. Now they have to juggle the homework that's given to them outside of actual school and what they have to pick and choose on what they can do outside of school. Children shouldn't have to go to school for 7-8 hours a day only to go home to more schoolwork. Many people find that this is just added stress, like we talked about, and it just adds pressure. This has been a topic ongoing for many years, and I don't think it's going to be a topic that goes out of time anytime soon. Many times people will argue whether or not it's a classical way of learning versus a more progressive way of thinking. I think it's up to the parents to decide whether or not it's what you want to do. I know that I grew up on a small military base, so my graduating class was only 13. When I moved to a bigger school that had a lot more kids in it, where my graduating class was 350, the load seemed a little bit more because it seemed like there was more kids needing that same one-on-one attention as opposed to when I'm in a small school and there's very little people to keep asking same questions, so the teacher kind of gives you a more one-on-one approach. I feel for me that worked the best, and for my children that's probably the way that I'll go, whether it's more small, more condensed learning as opposed to a bigger school. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed my speech, and you guys take away from it what you will. Thank you and have a great day.